Welcome back to Ponsonby. It is Tips Day Friday. Let's have a look at my tips from the best bets for the week. These are my tips. I go through these best bets magazine. I'll circle them, as you can see. There's a couple of pen marks, and then make the top four from there. Alright, let's have a look at the field. The first race I'm going to look at is the third, the Sportsbet Victoria Gold Cup. It's listed worth 175 grand. I've gone with the 3 for this one, Magnus Spin. He's going quite well, and I think he should win to beat 2 Media C. 1 Whiskey on the Hill's got plenty of form for the Glenn Thompson yard and taken in for 4th. Race number 4 is the Stowe Storage Autumn Classic. My best bet for the day is number 2, and both across the 2 meetings I'm looking at. Deal Done Fast. I'm going with Matt Kamani, Daniel Stackhouse. 3rd, the Victoria Derby, and he comes back off a run like that into a much easier race, and I think he should win today. Only query is probably the 1800 first up, if he can handle that. Over 4 single choice, the 15 Miss Marinata and 1 Cora, but I found this one pretty hard to go to other than Deal Done Fast. Sportsbet Angus Armanasco Stakes is race number 5. I'm going with the 1, She's an Alibi, just to beat Spicy Lou, number 6, which is Chateau Aze, and 2 Salty Pearl in for 4th. Race number 6 is the Catnack Jewelers Mannerism Stakes over 1400 metres, a mare's Group 3. Let's go with the 2 Road to Arataki to beat 5 Damask Rose, 4 Paradise City, and 1 Benegillion for 4th. One of the features for the day, the first Group 1 here, the second Group 1 of the season in Melbourne, is the Henley Holmes Futurity Stakes over the 1400, Melbourne's version of the Apollo Stakes, I think. I'm going to go with Pericles, find him the best one. I had Treasure at the moment, and I backed her almost all spring, and then she didn't really give me much result, so I'm going to go with her for 2nd today. The 5, Watch Me Rock, Western Australian, I really like him, and I think knowing that he's transferred over to Victoria is obviously worth something. And the 3, Evaporate, I've gone with for 4th. Race 8 is the Sportsbet Blue Diamond Stakes. This is the feature, the $2 million Group 1 for the 2-year-olds. First Group 1 of the season for the 2-year-olds. And gee, what a race we have here. I'm going to go with the 15 to win. I Am ARIA. I think there's definitely a bit of a mix in it that only 2 odds on favourites have won in the century, and they were freaks, those horses who did win it. So I think there's no real big champions in this race yet, at least we'll find out. And I like Craig Williams as a jockey and Mark Walker stable in a lot of form, and I Am ARIA, I think she'll be the one to win. Number 15, I Am ARIA. To go over the 11, Ghana Zakan, who I thought was a good run in the Inglis Millennium. 13, Torture. And 4 in for 4th, Big Sky, who I probably think is the best chance of being a great horse in the race, but we'll just see what happens. Sportsbet Oakley Plate is race number 9, 3rd of the 3 Group 1s over 1100 metres there at Caulfield on Saturday. I'm going to go with the 5 for this one, Oak Hill from the Benwell and JD Hayes stable. I didn't have him originally, but I ended up changing my mind around a couple of times with this race over the 6, She's Bulletproof, 3 Tropicus, and 1 Hedged. So those are my tips for Caulfield. I only did the features for Caulfield. I've done each race for Rosehill Gardens here, which obviously, being from Sydney, I go with the Sydney horses. Anyway, let's have a look at the 10 races. We start with 1, the Midway over the 1500 metres. I've gone with the 4 GMs. He's a black booker of mine, and he's hopefully he's ready to pull off a win. He hasn't raced since I black booked him in December, so we'll see what happens. Over the 3, Iceman, 6 Sophisticated, and 1 Art Valon. In the second is the Highway. A very hard race to pick over the 1300, they always are. Gone with the 6 Solitario from the Mazzara Gavinich team to beat 4 Micro Mickey. The 14 Andal, and 9 in for 4th, Itchy Ross. Take a look at race number 3, the Queen Bee Project Sprint. And it doesn't look like I've actually cemented my tips on this race, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm going to have to go right now. I'm going to go Bev's 9. Here's my value as my next best for the day to beat Arriving Home. Let's go Sweethearted and Orthonology in for 4th, who also has very good form. Swap those last 2 around. Race number 4 is the Agency Real Estate, 1300 metre benchmark 78. I'm going with the 13 in this one, which is Transcend, Mark Freeman. Lightly raced horse, but I think should get the job done over the 9 Sweltering, 6 Captain Fury, and 5 Prancing Spirit from the Philip Stokes team. I've gone with a couple of them because they bring up Stretton Ruler if it doesn't get a run in the Blue Diamond. It comes in the Silver Slipper with a bit less feel. 2 Lord Penman I've gone with in the Racing and Sports Benchmark 100 to beat Magneteer second. Third, number 10, Kind Words, gets in the lightweight and is a group winner, so I think that's just very value. That's my value for the day. And 1, Palmetto. Race 6 is the Shandong Silver Slipper Stakes, Group 2, worth 300 gram. A chance at the Golden Slipper, of course, for these horses. I'm going with the 2 Hydrix. Thought it was a very good run in the Canterbury Stakes. I think the only thing I'm a bit weary about is the fact that J-Mac isn't riding it. He's riding Confederation, who I've gone with for second. 9, Sheekian for third, run well. And I think the Waterhouse and Bot team, the leaders, there's only in the last 14, Piera was 14 years ago, was the last horse to come from the front three in this race. Not from the front 3 in this race, rather. So the very much leaders in the Waterhouse Bot stable know how to lead. And the 5 Savage are looking for the roughie for the day, the country horse, from the Rod Northam yard. Into the Quaddy Legs in Parramatta Cup, 1900 metres to Group 3. Gone with the 12 for this one. Sabark to beat 14. Piggyback. I do have advice for this race. This race's form, you need to look for horses who are already up this campaign. And then, so I kind of have it for the first 2, and then 6, Travolta's second up tomorrow rather, and 8, Campbell Dino. It'll be a warm-up for him. He won over 3,200 metres in the Brisbane Cup last time out, so 900 should be a trial for him. Kia Ora Hobartville Stakes is my daily double for the week. I'm going with Attica and Autumn Boy. 2, 1, 7 and 5. So the 7 is Ninja, and then 5, Napoleonic for 4, 2, I think is running very well. Race number 9 is the Binary Stud Millie Fox Stakes. I've gone the 1, Lazura. I had it last week, but then it didn't end up running. Over the 5, Dark Letter. She'll pick up a nice race this spring. Autumn rather. 7, Medella, and 8, Sin Salt. And the last race is the Rosehill Bowling Club handicap at benchmark 94 over the 1100 metres. Plenty of class in this race. This one was pretty hard to pick. I went with the Jason Call trained Lulu Mon at $10 to beat the 9, Tonkin. 2, Kugulin, and the 7, Hawker Hall in for 4th. Have a great day, punters, and yeah, good luck.